Come on then. We're gonna give this area a good explore. Oh, we'll speak to Avery first, because we might be able to speak to him about this mysterious game that my father wants to play.
Your room is ready, Mr. Jonathan. Yes, Mr. Jonathan?
I found an old letter written by my father and addressed to me. Do you know anything about it, Avery?
Your father wanted me to give you this letter for your 35th birthday, but you left for the war, and the letter remained in his office until tonight.
I realize now you knew my father better than I did. Do you know why he left, Avery? Did he ever speak to you about his departure?
No, sir. Mr. Reed was not exactly forthcoming. Perhaps this letter will give you the information you require.
Goodbye, Avery.
Of course.
Right, so let's have a quick read of that letter again, because I didn't really read it properly the first time. Okay. I struggled for a long time on how best to write you this until I remembered the puzzle and riddles I invented for you when you were a boy, or how you loved to solve those enigmas. Well, I found it would be a good idea to propose to you one final game. It'll probably be less rewarding. No candices or exotic treasures for you. If you decipher the game this time... If you decipher the game this time, but a greater treasure, perhaps the truth. This is my only attempt for you to explain why I chose to leave my family without an explanation. If you want to know why, simply play my little game. It's really up to you, my son. Rest assured I love you. Maybe he was a vampire. I promise my family was and still is everything to me. I remember the first time I held you and your sister in my arms, my treasures, my jewels. To see you grow up, play and laugh filled my heart with joy every time I went back to our home. I could have killed to protect you, my son, my daughter, my wife. But fate found me in the end, and I had to make a tough decision. The worst was to disappear without a word. I decided to do it anyway. And soon I'll be gone for good. I don't ask for forgiveness, but for understanding. If you want to know more, all you have to do is remember how happy we were back in those days. If you want to find the next message, think green grass and tall trees on sunny Sundays. Right, well, there's a park there. That's all I can think of. Green grass and a tall tree. There's a park there as well. It's going to be in one of these two places, I think.
If you wish to stay tonight, your room is ready, Mr. Jonathan.
I think that might be a good idea. I think I might level up. I've got 11,000 XP. It probably will do me a massive solid using this XP now. Let's see what we can get. I definitely want to level this up. It only does 250 healing though. Cost 25 blood. That costs 10, 15, 15, 15. It's hard to decide what you want though, isn't it? Because that gives you greater healing at a greater cost. But it's got a less recovery. $15, $25. I suppose, actually no, I've just thought of a really good tactic. What you could do is, once you do get a parry on someone, you can toggle this to get the regeneration, and then bite your opponent to get the the blood cost back. I think I'm going to go for this. I'm going to go for that. Bang. We'll test it out. What do I want to do next? I do like the idea of spring. Fast regeneration. The only problem with fast regeneration of using bite in combat is a lot of enemies deal damage that can't be healed. So really it becomes fucking stupid that you can't really benefit from it at all. That's good. Oh, the claws have got stun. So how much does that use? Cost 25, does 220 damage. I kind of regret buying Shadow Mist because I don't really use it. I like getting up close and personal a lot more. How much does this cost? £1,000. 265. 345 with stun. That's so much better. 720 damage. What else could we get? £1,000 for 250 health. I want to go for that. I want to go for more endurance. Oh, blood cauldron. 500 blood. And that does loads and loads of damage, but it's got a massive cooldown. I'm not going to invest in that. Not very much anyway. 15 stun, 20 stun, 30 stun. Spring's actually phenomenal. Especially since I'm a stun character. I want to go for this. I'll just test out the first tiers for now. Coagulation is phenomenal. 15 blood gain. 3-second control for 2,700 is not worth it. It's not worth it at all. Then again, I didn't know the Shadow Mist. I think it's just not very good because I don't tend to use it. 250, 300, 400. I'm going to leave it for now. Level 21, I'm happy with that. I'll leave me bites at the moment and blood capacity I'm happy with. Right, confirm this. Oh, let's see what's changed. Where's this? Oh, this is this district. What's it even called? West End. Healthy, good. That's changed because I absolutely destroyed these people. It's still in serious. Dead. I murdered them horrifically because they were all skulls. And him, do you know what it is? Dyson Delaney deserved to die anyway because he was a fucking car bomber. That's why he was drinking. So I'm glad he's dead as well. What's the matter with her? Headache. I don't know how to cure headaches. Look, I cured everybody there. It's went up to healthy. It's nearly sanit. I'm 1% off being perfect. And that's because I can't cure migraines yet. This is exactly the same. Cold. I can cure colds. Migraine. I think we're doing pretty well. Right, let's go. Ill-formed blink a skull. What the hell, these enemies just get higher and higher in level. I thought I was going to get, oh man, I'm getting a little bit extra power there, and then the enemies like jump in level. It's hilarious. Fucking hell, double bubble. Dodge. Fucking bloody hell. Now these can drop that green shit, can they? That regeneration's massive. I'm glad I got that. I need to do... What the hell was that? Well, that's not very good, because this isn't where I want to go. I need to go out the front door. Or can I walk around the edge? Ah, this is how you get into Mother's room.
It's locked.
Him there, unknown. Guy with a top hat.
Club, the heart of British
There she
vampire
is.
society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
There she is, Charlotte Asprey. Let's talk to her. Let's see what she looks like.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Ekons. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte. Tell me about your adoption.
What do you
Oh,
want to
she's
know?
adopted.
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
Well, how very fucking uplifting, eh?
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea
Semantics.
why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Well, I hate to break it to this girl, but if she keeps going on the way she's going, I'm just going to tell her like the absolutely devastating, arsehole destroying sex I've had with her mum. See if that scars her for life.
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
Oh, she's got opinions.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night, since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Because your vote's only worth half of that of a man, and you need to respect that. You get me?
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
I think there's bigger things to worry about than the vote, considering the fucking epidemic and vampires roaming in the streets.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
What a foolish girl.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously. And the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
Yes. I should say maybe, because you just don't know.
Perhaps it's wise for a mortal never to totally trust a vampire. Your mother herself told me that we Ekon are creatures of deception. Maybe it's because we seem so... alive.
That may be true for a naive girl, but I have the best teacher when it comes to getting rid of an insistent immortal.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
Birds of a feather and all that.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
That's a good point. How many kids has she adopted over the years?
Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire. Tell me more about it.
Each time we argue, Mother expresses the same fear. She wants me to remain alive and full of joy, rather than become melancholy and immortal. She claims you can't have one without the other. It's pure selfishness.
Your mother has walked this earth for much longer than you or I. She is wise, and we should not ignore her advice when we disagree with it.
But why shouldn't I be allowed to forge my own experience? There can't be only one righteous way to deal with eternity.
It's your mother's choice. As daughters and sons, we have to accept the decisions our parents make for us despite our own wishes.
I love my mother, and have accepted everything from her. Even that she named me Charlotte, when it was not my original name.
Does it bother you?
No. Whoever I was when I was born, I am now Charlotte Ashbury. It hurts as much as it makes me proud to know that's the name my mother will read on my tombstone.
Why do you still hope to become a vampire in spite of your mother's refusal?
It's the immortal aspect of vampires that interests me. The world won't improve unless women take charge. I'm convinced of that.
You're obviously a clever woman with a good education and a brilliant future. But have you thought about the price you'd have to pay? The loneliness, the necessary masquerade.
Is it not true of every high position? To change this world and make it a better place, one needs time on one's side.
Well, I do agree with that. I do think if you had immortality, you could make a lot of changes, because at the end of the day, you've got all the time in the world to do so. Maybe, given the choice, I think I would choose immortality. Just so I can play more video games. Oh, what's happened? Why is my controller not working? Hey. We're having technical difficulties here, like. There we go, we're back in action.
Tell me, Charlotte, how do you plan to achieve eternal life, since you've obviously given it a lot of thought?
I won't give up. You have no idea how determined I am, sir. I may contract a deadly disease. I may throw myself under a carriage, just to be saved by her sweet kiss.
That's a disturbing answer, young lady. And the worst part of it is, I know you speak the truth.
There are less dangerous ways, Doctor. Instead of throwing myself under a horse like Emily Davison, I could just throw myself into your arms.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen now.
Never. That would be betraying your mother's trust. She would never forgive us.
For sure. But look on the bright side. We would have eternity to reconcile.
Or an eternity to run away from your mother's mighty wrath. Quite a terrifying idea, don't you think?
Yes. I think it's wiser to let go of that part of the plan.
I wonder if you could do it. I suppose I can mesmerize her, can't I? Oh, that could be an awesome choice. Just
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my...
She's been quite busy
Yeah. Just to see what happens. Imagine if I did that. Right, let's go and see. This looks like a shopkeeper, which is what I want. I need some good handle parts.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I love your monocle.
By his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit, it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
Callahan Russell. Let's have a quick look in
I
his
may
shop.
have
I'm eager to know if he's got. He's got 2. Take both of them. Right, wait there. There's some ingredients that I need for a side quest. Sodium hypochlorite, 1 unit. 1 unit of potassium permanganate. 6 units of ferrous tartrate. Sodium hypo potassium perm.
Good evening.
I may have a...
What else? I forgot what else I needed. Ferrous tartrate 6. Hey, come here.
It's locked.
Good evening.
I may have a look.
There we go. I've still got a grand left, so that's worth it. Right, let's speak to him properly.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
What, sir? Jolly good.
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
Yes, please.
Finding a good restaurant? Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
Ah, very
I
good.
must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
Do you like ass cheeks? Do you like balloon knots? I love eating ass.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
You cannot expect the newspapers to expose the truth while the war is still raging. I can assure you that the situation here is desperate.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
Have you even looked outside, mate?
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
Je ne sais quoi.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
This is certainly England. We're hard as fuck, mate.
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
Oh, you got some E's. He's dropping the E's, is he?
London's lone gourmet. What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
So
Goodbye,
the guy
Mr.
likes food. Very good. He's healthy as well. I think everybody in this district's healthy because it's a wealthy district.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
What have you witnessed?
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
What's a new battle?
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
Huh. You're surprised that you're looking
I
at
know
one.
what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. The epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny, I didn't want to sound selfish.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other, and so many things have happened.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Oh, what's happened?
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
Shit, what's happening? Has he lost his mind or something? Right, we're gonna have to speak to her before we find out what's happened to him, which is silly.
Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Why we can't ask him directly is beyond me. He's got a bloody migraine. We need to find a cure. If we eat her, we'll get 5,000 XP, like, off the bat. That's insane. Ah, that's where I'm supposed to go. Let's just check out the rest of this town. It's huge. Ah, where's the park? Oh, it's all the way over there. Oh, we found someone.
Good evening, miss. Can I help you? I'm a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I am Karina Billow. I don't need any doctor. The rats. Where are the rats?
Miss, you don't seem well at all. Are you afraid of rats? Has one bitten you?
No, it's me who bites them. Tasty,
Me too?
juicy, disgusting rats. I can't stop eating them. Help me, please. Help me to disobey the voice.
She's a fucking lunatic. And she's completely healthy.
What happened to you?
The rats. The answer hides in their little crunchy bones. Their juicy, tiny brains.
Miss Billow, please, try to concentrate. Why do you worry about rats so much?
The voice in my head. He forces me to do so. Drink their blood, he said. Eat their flesh.
Tell me about the voice in your head. Who is it? Can you describe it? Is it someone you know, Someone you met?
Keep your mouth shut, he said. Don't ever speak about me or I'll abandon you. Help me, please, Doctor.
Well, speak about him and then have him abandon you. It's not that hard.
Do you feel compelled to obey that voice, Miss Billow? Even if you're loath to submit to it?
Yes. Please. Help.
What is the local news hereabouts, Miss Billow?
Shadows. Shadows hunting shadows. Whispers in the dark. Pestilence. Suffering. Death.
Aye, she's the local crackpot here, like.
Tell me about yourself, Miss Billow. What do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm hungry. Need to eat.
Don't you remember who you are, miss?
I was strong, proud. I campaigned for good causes. But that was before. Before. It does not matter anymore. I'm so hungry.
I wonder if she's a vampire and she doesn't even know it.
I must go now.
Alright, we can't do anything else with her. By the look of the menu, there's loads more people in this area, but it seems quite desolate. We'll head over to the park, Temple Garden. This is where we might find the tree that my dad was talking about. But it looks like there's gonna be enemies. Yeah, this is definitely a hostile area. Look, there's the trees. Oh, there's a big fuck off monster straight away. A level 29 ill-formed rogue skull, eh? That fucking green mist, a nightmare. Oh, you fucking explode when they die. They've got bloody last stand. Sorry, martyrdom. Unbelievable. But we're looking for a large tree. Where's the biggest tree here? I'm going to avoid that for now. Oh my god, call me Neo. I'm like the Matrix. Oh, I fucking martyred him again. The bloody nightmare. I wonder how many times that's gonna catch us off guard. I'm not really seeing a tree that stands out. Oh, we've got a brawler, son.
No civilians allowed, sir.
I'm not a civilian, mate. I am the angel of death. Wait there, is there not a... Track it. It just says in this area.
Best turn around if I were you.
How about no?
Sir, step over there! Get them weapons ready! Over there! There's one of them vermin! Oh, Christ!
Oh my god, I'm just... Call me Conan the Barbarian. I'm swinging this club like it's 1999. Oh, it might be in here, do you think? Oh no, that's where we... what? Let's read this message again. Green grass, tall trees. Green grass, tall trees. Fuck off with that green shite, like. Oh, she's done it again. I always forget about that. What the hell? Where have I not been? I don't think I've been on that side. I can't get on that side. Oh, it's 180. I imagine I'm looking for a letter, aren't I? That came from this direction. It's gotta be up here, hasn't it? Shadow Ek on level 30, he's gonna be no joke.
You cannot win!
Ah, yeah, I've got that as well. Oh shit, what did he find this? You son of a bitch.
Gotcha!
Hey, yeah, your shadow thing's attacking us, that's not fair. Oh, fuck sake. Sick of your shit, explode, bitch. Get off my land. Oh, you get good crafting materials from those guys. Oh, what the hell. Don't say what this guy wants. Don't say what my father wants is down there. I'm not going down there yet. Not a chance. I want to get one last sweep with this area. I'm going back to town. There's a fucking massacre around here. I'm gonna go right to the center of where the head is. Maybe if I take time to investigate, I may finally find out why it disappeared. I think it's definitely here. Above ground. I don't think it's gonna be below ground. Ah, green grass. Big tree. What the fuck? Oh, this son of a bitch is attacking us. Fucking have some of this. Oh, it bloody got us. Oh no, I didn't know he was gonna do that. Oh, you fucking one at us! Done us in a single combo. What bullshit? Oh, fuck that area. I tell you what, me dad. Now it is, Dad. I'm sick of playing your silly little fucking games. I didn't even care what happened to you. I hope you died a horrible, painful death and you can fucking suck us. Oh, well, I started just here.
Don't you know better?
Yeah, man. Don't talk to me ever again with your silly little spells. What's he doing to us? Yeah, man. You're pissing us off, you, like. Are you wanna fuck off with that shadow shit, like? Fuck off, man.
You're feeble.
You scumbag.
You're mine. This is my territory.
Yeah, man, you have some of that. Feel my... What the hell? Oh, you just completely negated me fucking special move. Oh, fuck off with that, like. You son of a whore. Oh, everything's respawned again, man. I cannot be fucking arsed. There's no... I'm sorry, like. You know what it is? There's no worse in games when there's just no clear place on where this thing is. All the fucking places where there's trees. The area's fucking massive, mate. And all the trees look the same. There's no one distinguishable tree apart from this one here. It's not even there. Yeah, man, fuck off. Yeah, man, I'm fucking sick of this shit, like. Oh my fucking god. What a load of fucking bullshit. Oh, he's back. Prick. This guy's weak. That's susceptible to biting. Good handle port. Ah, you can get good handle ports off them. Do you know what it is? Do you think it would be underground? Maybe it is underground. If it is underground, that's bullshit. You know what it is? I'm not even... I've searched this fucking... The only place I've never searched is the area where that big monster is.
Sorry, sir. No admittance.
But I'm afraid there is admittance. So I've got a fucking stupid quest to finish.
It's an each! Look lively! It's on us! Fuck, it's fast!
I'll beat you to death in the corner. I'm just not seeing it. Not a dicky bird, unless it's in the quarantine zone. Tell you what. I'm gonna go in the quarantine zone and see if the map updates. Can't even remember where it is. checked up here, innit? Was it? Let's have a look. Nah, it's not. Or it might be. Because we are still technically in that red area, aren't we? Because nothing on the map distinguishes whether it's above or below ground. Fuck me. Who's this fucker? Oh, he's Ascalon, is he? Nice. He does massive damage to me, mind. Oh shit, I didn't expect that. Oh, he's got a double hit. Give me my blood back. Get away. I do massive damage if I land a parry. Oh fuck.
Give me your blood.
Oh. I need this back. I need to just hold him in place for a little bit. Perfect timing for a bite. I actually stun him with that every time I hit him. Oh. Oh, you resisted it? Fuck.
Your blood is now mine.
Oh, I didn't expect that. Run, run, run. I've got knee blood. Get some back here.
Show me your power, newborn.
Bang! Have some of this. Perfect.
Show me your power, you...
Showed you me power. You're down and you're dead. Fucking finish you with a bite to the neck. Have some of that. Violence of Vault Lords. There it is. Never let the size of a Vault Lord fool you. These massive bastards can be as quick as any leech. Let them be put down the same way by puncturing and pinning their rotten carcass to the ground before beheading them. Fair enough. Well, he got destroyed. Level 32. You're weak as a baby fart. Wait, there's an exit there. It's a shame I didn't... Oh, what's up here? Oh, that's where I came from. I've never found anything from my father yet. Oh, is this the way back up? Yeah, no, unlock that door. Right, fair enough. There's shit in there, like. Let's check here first. Nothing. Really? There's blood all over the place. What's going on here? So that just raises and lowers the water.
It's locked, all right.
Maybe it opens when the water level's down? Oh, hold on, what's this? Aha, there you go. Oh, and then maybe press the last one. There we go. Oh, just a little button combination. A small puzzle. This reminds me of Resident Evil 6. There's a level like this with water when you're walking across things and you're fighting something while you're doing it. Well, something got dragged into the water. The fuck? That'll be good because it'll explode and hit everything else. Get out, man, I'm an absolute... I'm like the cricket master. Fucking batter up, baby. Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you think about that, lads? Like that. Right, so now let's lower the water and go in. Go in there. Oh, this is gonna be hideous. Is this gonna be another boss? 2 bosses in one area. I can see rats and that's about it. Oh, is it actually getting us ready for... Oh, it's a girl, Louise. I'm gonna have to fight something to free her.
Doing this.
Level 30 Rogue Econ. Just the one. As long as it's just the one, I should be alright. I couldn't get out my way.
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here? Disgusting asshole!
Oh my god, the range on that's ridiculous. Ooh. He wanted her to be his wife. Have some of that, mate. You've never experienced the parry monster before, have you? Oh, maybe. Oh, I tried to parry that. Oh, run away! He hit us, we traded hits and he came off the fucking victor there. Oh, he resisted that, you fucking son of a bitch. Fucking, I can't see what's going on. I should kill him. Bloody hell. Fucking have one of these.
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here? Disgusting asshole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife!
Got him. Oh my god. Recent diary, this is it? Is it? No. I've just arrived in London after a grueling journey from Manchester. The city is sad and despaired. It'll not be difficult to find a woman willing to escape death here. I cannot wait to start my research soon. The cellar's ready. Oh my god, he's actually captured this lass and he's gonna make her his future bride. He's got the perfect match. Her name is Louise. She's a waitress in a public house and she's quite charming. I don't understand. Louise refuses my proposition. Why would she? I promised her she would never force her to do anything. I may let her starve a little, then she'll understand. I'm my only option. Hey, if you want something out of someone, just starve them a little bit. Alright, I want this loot.
Are you all right, miss?
Who are you? What do you want from me?
My name is Jonathan Reed. I'm a doctor. What happened to you? Why are you here?
I'm Louise Teasdale. I was kidnapped a few weeks ago by a vampire. Don't laugh, please, sir. It's no joke.
I believe you, Miss Teasdale.
That monster told me my father was dead. That no one was waiting for me outside.
You're safe now. You don't have to worry about the vampire. You should just return home.
Thank you, sir. I hope we'll meet again soon. Because I'd really like you to teach me how to get rid of these creatures.
Well,
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale. And be careful. Until we meet again.
how about I've got a proposition for you. How about you be my bride? And if you say no, you'll stay in the cell. What do you think about that? How do you feel about that? Right, let's get the flock out of here. So at least we know that our father's letter's not in the sewers. In the quarantine zone. It's gonna be above ground. Let's get some rats in case we
This is despicable.
fight something. Ooh. Two-handed axe. That's not very powerful. Absorb blood. Yeah. Pretty cool that I found it though. Nah, I love me crudge. Especially nowadays, I'm so happy I decided to upgrade this crudge, because when you're fighting these econs, parrying is, that's a lifesaver basically. Right, how does one leave this place? The hell? He has trouble navigating very small steps. Right, what I want to do is I want to head home. I'm going to rest. And then, if I'm honest with you, I'm probably going to look up a guide to find out where exactly that letter is in the park, because I can't be fucking arsed to find it myself. It's I didn't find things like that fun. Like, fair enough if it was an actual treasure hunt where to give you clues, but I think it's so vague that, like, I'm not hunting this entire fucking park to find a stupid letter. Right, how do I get home? Straight ahead. Post box? No. That's a dead end. Well, I did come in this way. I'm sure. I don't know what's wanting to fight is like. Oh, it'll be that thing under the bridge. No thanks. And this way. There we go, we're back in this. This must be the safe zone. So we'll find our way back to the house, and then the next episode I'll try and find the rest of the residents of this place. And we'll also go and find that letter. But I'll know where the letter is because I'll have fucking Googled that shit. Gotta Google that shit, son. I just want to check how many good handle parts do I have. Oh, what's this? More serums? I'm not bothered, man. I want treatments. I need one more. I'm one good handle part short of getting this to like unreal damage. It's over 132 damage extra. No, it's not. Ah, it is. 132 damage more. That is insane. Right, lads. Hope you enjoyed the episode. It's been emotional. We just found a random boss in the sewers, and we've found a couple of people. We've rescued from the sewers as well. It's been a pretty action-packed episode, to be honest. Right, I'll see you in the next episode for what we've discussed. See you there, lads.